like everyone's different. Everyone's path to success is different. So don't just walk the same path they did. Figure out your own path.
Hey everyone, welcome to Chats About Success. It's a podcast to know how Filipinos can succeed in today's world. I'm your host, Daniel Antin. Today's episode is sponsored by the Entitled Podcast Network. If you're interested in starting your own podcast, or if you want someone to manage your podcast promotions for you or edit your episodes, the Entitled Podcast Network has got you covered. Full disclaimer, this is my own company, so if you want to work with me to get your podcast on the air, send an email to entitledgroupofficial@gmail.com. And today, we have one of my best friends on the show. And, I'm super proud of this guy because I saw him go from not really knowing what he wants to do in life to now a very successful real estate broker, with a loving wife and two amazing children. Everyone say hello to Marty Arnaldo. Marty, what's up?
Hey man.
How's everything?
Uh, good, good. I mean, despite the pandemic, I'm still making money, and my kids are growing up well, and we're doing fine.
Dude, that's awesome. Like, it, for context, Marty suddenly has two children in a span of what, 2 years?
3 years.
3 years.
So I got married 2018, first child 2019, second child 2020.
What a great
So
life, dude. That's so awesome. So really quickly, Mart, tell everyone who you are and what you currently do.
So I'm Marty Arnaldo. I'm a real estate broker. I work for a brokerage called Top Realty. It's one of the rising brokerages in the Philippines. We're doing pretty well for ourselves, and yeah, I'm a father of two kids, and I've been married to my wife. We just celebrated our 3rd year anniversary last week, so
Happy anniversary.
things are good. Yeah.
And can you quickly tell us like what you do on a normal workday as a real estate broker?
Well, before the pandemic, I used to go to the office, it was like a 9 to 4 type thing. But now we're all mostly work from home, which is a bit harder to find structure because, you have kids everywhere. So I work around my kids instead of the other way around. So I
Yeah.
find pockets of work while taking care of them, and, having downtime for myself also.
Yeah. But how do you, if you're a real estate broker, don't you have to like meet your clients, face to face almost every day? Because in my mind, that's how it goes. So how are you
Not
dealing with the whole pandemic shift?
Not really, because most of your talks with clients are through the phone or online anyway. You only have to meet them when you actually have to show the properties. So all the scheduling and everything in between can be done online. Like one of my bigger sales last year, my client was in the States the whole time, never went back home. I just coordinated everything on the phone through Zoom, and yeah, we closed her house. So
How that
you
work?
know,
Like, did you give her a tour while you're on Zoom?
no, she owns the house,
Oh, okay,
so.
okay.
So the buyer, we showed her the unit, showed her the house. They liked it. So after that, it was all coordinating, all the negotiations for how much the price would be. All the headache was all through the phone and through Zoom and through lots of meetings, lots of back and forth emails with the paperwork. So it's one of those things where you don't really do like have like a long day. You don't have like a you're not working like 16 hours a day. You're working probably like pockets of 4 to 5 hours, but it's in different times. So it could be at like 10 p.m. in the morning, 10 p.m. at night, like 6 a.m. in the morning. So it's all different types. It all depends on your client and when what's free from them. Like I think for me, my busiest days are the weekends rather than the weekdays. The weekdays are more chill. and the weekends is when most people can view. So that's where I usually work.
To be honest, like I know, I think it's a different, life when you're a broker, but I know some real estate agents who kind of like hustle for every sale. But for some reason, you make it seem like it's super easy. Is it easy for you, or is it just, I don't know? Tell me.
Uh, it's not easy. I mean, it's hard in a way, but I think that's where the mantra really goes. Don't work harder, work smarter. So, make use of your social media, make use of, and I haven't even been doing a good job at that.
And
It's
you're
just,
still getting sales.
yeah, like, mostly it's when you make the connection with someone, like, when they ask for something, because you're gonna fail a lot in real estate. I mean, I think that's the thing. It's not even rejection. It's really be okay with failing and or like not getting that sale. Like, get over like a close sale, like, 500,000 difference, and they buy another property. It's okay. Move on to the next one.
Was that all always like your personality though? Like I know you're a super chill guy. Some people they don't handle these things very well. Like when they know that okay, I'm gonna make the sale, I'm gonna make the sale, then suddenly poof, it vanishes. Were you always like? Did you always have this mindset of um, you know, life happens. It's okay. I'll go to the other one. I'll go to the next.
Well, for life, yes. For real estate, no. I mean,
Yeah.
real estate, at the beginning, it was really like, shoot, I needed sale. I dwell on it. At one point, I was thinking of quitting because I was like,
No.
maybe this wasn't for me, because like, seems a lot of other real estate brokers, they're I mean, it's typical. They're typically personified as sharks. Like,
Yeah.
really, like, get. I have to win. I have to get over everyone. Like, I have to beat everyone, and like, if I have to kind of skirt the rules a bit, I will. And it happened to me in with one sale. So, I was like, maybe I'm not cut out for this, because I don't have that killer instinct. But to each his own. You People have to. There's no one way of doing things. It's You have to play to your strengths, and
Yeah.
I think that's what I was good at. Is because I came from like a service industry type thing. I came from hotels. I even worked, like a call centers for like, I think, 3 months. But
I didn't know these.
no, yeah, I worked
Yeah.
for a call center for 3 months, and I got promoted to like, to write for them for the marketing team. But
Okay.
like,
Yeah. Yeah. I know it, pala. Dude,
yeah. So, but yeah,
sorry to cut you off. But
it's that serve.
when did you
Yeah,
think about quitting? I didn't know this. Were you married already when this happened?
yeah, yeah. I mean, it was pretty early on, like about 3 or 4 months in. I had a big sale, like last minute. The broker says, my co-broker for the sale tells me, like, after we got the guy to bring down the price on his property, so to match what the buyer wanted, the broker says, "Oh, sorry, I didn't. We this is actually our listing. We actually know the owner. He's in our listing list. So, she just didn't know, because the prices quoted were different, because we were able to bring down the price. So, but we were very upfront about what the unit number is. She just didn't
Yeah.
really see it. So, I mean, it's middle ground. Like, usually, like, if you're already in there, you just go like, okay, they worked hard, we'll continue the sale as is. But they were pretty much like, nope,
Yeah.
we'll finish the sale, and we'll cut you out.
Yeah.
So,
Sheesh, what made you not quit though? Because that would have been a super different story if you went another route.
uh well, I just figured, like, you gotta bounce back. I mean, I had a sale before that, so at least, there's still a bit of that. And And to be honest, it was just like I did try to like look for other jobs, but it was like, huh, I was g- I couldn't find anything that I liked. Plus, I was getting back at real estate, like getting in my groove. So right after that, I had a small sale, but at least it built momentum for bigger sales to come.
Sheesh, that is good. But like, has it always been your dream to be real estate?
No, I hate it actually. It's
Even
it's
up to
a
now?
so now it's not something that I'm passionate about at all. Like
Yeah,
I don't hate it. I mean, I like it because it makes me money
yeah,
basically, and I think that's a good thing because me, I've tried multiple jobs and
yeah.
I've tried a lot of jobs that fit what when you come out of college you're like, oh yeah, do your passion, follow your dreams. And I wanted to be a writer, I wanted to work in
Mm,
film, and I did all of that, but none of them really made me happy because uh following your dreams and doing what you love and what you're passionate about only works if you're successful. If you're not successful, doing those, you're just sad. You're constantly thinking about like, shoot, I should have done. I could write better than this. What is this shit that I'm putting out?
yeah. Dude,
So
I
it makes
agree.
you neurotic. Like, but well, here at this job, it's like, oh, uh, I could have done a better job with that paperwork, but the sale closed. There's no problems with the title transfers and everything, and everything's good. I get my money, and that's fine.
And this is why I have this, view that you make things super easy. Because it's like you're not even putting like your 300% effort on everything, but you're doing good.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only thing I put really effort on is like on the people. Like I really care about
Mm,
my clients finding properties. Like if it's not through me, if they find a property from someone else, good on them. Like I'm happy for them. I'm generally happy that they found the property. If I spent like 3 hours talking to a client about how real estate's done, how first time buyers, and I'll explain on what are the steps, and they ghost me afterwards. At least I was able to help them out. So I generally care about people finding homes because that's what I want to focus on because the whole as the whole rat race of real estate just doesn't jive well with me. I don't like the idea of it.
yeah.
So I gotta find something that I can focus on that I actually like doing, which is helping people. So
Dude, I love that. If you guys are listening to this, like that whole spiel you heard from Marty, that's real because I've always known Marty as someone who just likes caring and helping people. Like I always tell this story about when we were both like struggling in life. My girlfriend and I had a bazaar in Ateneo, and like Marty just helped us out for free for like 6 hours. He just likes helping people, right? But to get into the good stuff, Mart, because I always knew you as, super chill, go with the flow type of person. And now you're a successful real estate broker. What happened? Because that was like from, I don't want to quote years here, but from like 2015 to a certain period, we were both trying to figure out everything. And suddenly, just like that, your life literally changed 360 degrees. So what happened?
uh, well, I think first off, I think I can credit to my wife. I mean, really, because like she likes to say, I have a mediocre mindset, like a mediocrity mindset, because I'm like, oh, why aim for the top when you can aim for the middle?
That is so
It's
true.
easier. You don't have to work as hard. And you're happy. I mean, you're not in the bottom at least. But she kind of pushes me more uh, to kind of aim for the top. Not have that mindset, which, to be honest, I don't think is a bad thing. I mean, too much of it is a bad thing, but like in general, not everyone's meant to be on top anyway.
Hmm.
So, so I think like just being success naman is subjective. So
Yep.
uh, what I always wanted to be anyway was a good a father and a good husband. So for me, those were my aims. And the stuff that I didn't care much about, which was on the career side, she kind of helped me really push for it. Plus, um, she gave me like the safety net of, yeah, try it out, see what you can do. Because she earns well, she's a provider, and I which kind of took off pressure from me to be that, and which allowed me to kind of find what I needed to do, and really that's the reason why I was able to become successful in real estate, because uh, I was able to really um, focus more on earning rather than like earning in a way, because real estate is not a very stable job,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, I could earn a lot last year, this year, and the following year earn nothing.
Mm.
And just that safety net allows me to kind of not go crazy with work.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
How shout out to Annapet, by the way. Good job. Like, oh, Annapet's Marty's wife, if ever. Um, how was that conversation though? Like knowing you, I have a feeling at the start when she was telling you to like, yo, you gotta succeed and stuff. Was it like tough for you to, take it in? Did it take some time?
Yeah, it did. I mean, uh, I still have that mediocrity mindset till now, so I kind of need the push.
Yeah.
And that's what I kind of like about real estate too. It's because, like, you gotta push. Like, if you don't push anything, you're not gonna earn. I
Mm.
mean, and nothing's guaranteed. So I'm stressing out about next year. Like, how much will I earn anything next year? Will I earn anything 5 years from now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Which keeps me on my toes, because I totally understand why not everyone can be. Like, you see in Facebook, like, be an entrepreneur. Be
Mm.
your own boss.
Yep.
Not everyone can do it, because it's nice to have like where your money's gonna come from every month. You can set your priorities, you can uh, fix your bills, you can fix your income and everything, and not be stressed like, oh, how much am I gonna make? You know what you're gonna make next year, so you're secure. So this feeling of not being secure is kind of helpful for me to push me a bit more.
Yeah. I agree. I was an entrepreneur for like 5 years, and when I got a job, I can't believe I was getting paid by staying at home during the holidays. It's
Yeah,
insane.
yeah, those
It's
stuff,
crazy, dude.
especially like
Yeah.
during the pandemic. Imagine, I mean, work from home. A lot of people like there's less work to do in a way, but you still get paid. So
Yeah, dude. It's so much easier. But like you mentioned earlier, and I know this about you because I was asking you about, what are your goals anyway, and every time you just told me, yo, I just want a family, I want kids, and now you're married to a wife who supports you 100% and two beautiful children. So you have those now. You basically reach your goal. Like, what's your new, ultimate goal in life now?
I mean, it's still that. I mean, it's ongoing, because it's not only having kids; it's being a good father and being a good husband. So I mean, that means providing for them also. That means I have to earn money. I mean, it means I have to work hard. It means I have to be a good example to them, like and to constantly be learning, learning how to be a better father, be a better husband. So
Love
it
that.
takes time. So it's a grind too,
Yeah.
and it's a grind that I like anyway, since it's what I've wanted, and it's my choice to, and it's a choice of mine, so it's okay.
Yeah. Was there like a shift in you when you suddenly had children? Like in terms of
Yeah,
mindset, in terms of like how you live your life?
yeah. I mean, you know me. I was a bit on the reckless side. Like, bahala na, go
Yeah.
with the flow. Let's just do whatever, and let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Now, you can't let's see what happens anymore. Because if you die,
Mm.
there are people affected now. You leave a kid, you leave a wife. Even in terms of health, you eat healthier. Because you're not only living for yourself, you're living for other people. Before you're like, oh, you can be a bit more risky with travel, adventure, and everything like that. Now it's anything that happens to you affects other people. So you don't live for yourself anymore. You live for other people. So
I,
it's a big change.
yeah, dude. And like, I just want to ask, like, what's your definition of success now? Like, what's the highest form of success to you? I'm not sure if that was your previous answer.
Highest form for success for me is if I see that my children are successful, not only in like through life or money, but like if they're kind, if they're good people, if people look at them and say, "Oh, I like that guy," or "I like that girl," like people, that's it for me. Like or they go to and see my marriage, go like, "Hey, that's a marriage I'd like to emulate. Or like that's a good marriage, or oh, he's a good father." That's for me the highest form of success. Really, is if people see my family is successful, if my kids are successful, if my wife is successful.
Dude, that's the most Marty answer ever. I love it. That's so true. Um, like before I get into the last three questions, I just want to say like thank you for making time to be here today. And I always say this, man, but I'm super proud of you. Like genuine. I'm not even saying it cuz like again for context, like I knew Marty when we were in the US and we were just, lost kids. We didn't know what to do. I wanted to be a DJ. Marty wanted to be Marty wanted to do like I don't know, man. Marty wanted to pick fruits in Australia.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the goal, yo. And like, dude, and then all of a sudden Marty, met his wife Annapet, and she just supported him, and life changed, and it's so amazing to see that, dude. Yeah, so thank you. I'm super proud of you. And you know, I know you're very low key, you're not that active in social media, but if people want to get in touch with you, follow you online or buy some real estate properties, where can they find you?
I have a Facebook page, Marty Arnaldo at top realty, and I just made an Instagram account right like 10 minutes ago.
Is that just
for
for this podcast?
No, my boss was like, "Oh, the last property I sold was through Instagram." So like,
Oh, okay.
I'm going on a podcast with Davi. Might as well make an Instagram and ask him how to use it.
Yeah,
Uh, it's Arnaldo underscore realty.
got
So
it. Cool.
yeah,
Okay. And who do you know that should be on the podcast next?
Chloe. I don't know.
Yeah, Chloe's next. Yeah, Chloe's this week. So Marty and I have this friend, Chloe. She's gonna be on the show soon. She's amazing. Last question, Mart's like, if you were to give one tip for somebody to be successful, what would it be?
Figure out your own way. I mean, if you're solely relying on what other people do. I mean, it's good. You can emulate them. It's always good to see how other people are successful, but just don't copy them. You figure out how they became successful and try to figure out what how you can do the same thing but with your strengths. Like everyone's different. Everyone's path to success is different. So don't just walk the same path they did. Figure out your own path.
I love that, dude. Marty Arnaldo, everyone. Thanks, Marts, for being on the podcast. And that's it,
That's
folks. That's it, folks. That ends today's episode. If you want to watch a full video of this episode, just subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search for Chats About Success to get more content behind the scenes. Or if you want to be part of the community, follow us on Instagram at instagram.com/successchats. And if you want to be a guest on the podcast or know anyone who might be interested in being a guest on the show, just send an email to chatsaboutsuccess@gmail.com. Until then, I hope you achieve your goals, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.